Well, Coach, this is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 27, Trubisky. Steps around, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Flowers, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A carry now for McKissick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Ferguson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Trubisky. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 31, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Damon Harrison drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. 59.
Here's Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's Ferguson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
General West. Alert, 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 alert. Check.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. at the 20-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
That's it. Big hit.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Stafford. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Stay 50.
From the gun, Stafford, and his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now it's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Trubisky will throw. Able to find Shaheen here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Ferguson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st again, they go with Ferguson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Running right, Ferguson on the give. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 24, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 23 yards the pickup there. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run with McKissick. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. 50-50. No.
Stafford on third down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Operating from the gun. Stafford out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's McKissick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Next, the score, Lions 24, Bears 9.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw, Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
One set. Eyes up. One set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right
now? Trubisky lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They go to Johnson again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the